Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Time in California is 2:34 p.m. and I hope everyone's having a well and wonderful day. As for me, I'm taking you guys on this virus journey with me. There's a lot going on. So, I mean what I say because my most of my symptoms have subsided. For my little big bro, God, I hope you're not watching the cameras. 'Cause I know you probably see me throwing up, hunching over, trash can, throwing up in the bathroom, kitchen, everything is going down. There's a lot happening. I believe in what Dr. Sebi says about get that stuff out of your system. It's trying, my body is rejecting whatever in there. With something in there, that's a virus. So cough up that phlegm if you have to, whatever else. There's lots of mucus that's going on. What I'm learning is that, okay, I can breathe. But as you sleep and you rest and your body, just rest your body and lay down, you feel comfortable. Like I can go all day and just be cool, barely coughing, whatever else. But that mucus, it begins up in your sinuses up in here. And then as you're sniffing, you can't just cough it up or blow it. Even blow your nose. You still have it in there, but it's still, it drips down here. Now it's in your throat and goes into your chest. And it starts to harden. This is not normal. This is a new one for me. So I could sleep for hours and be hella cool, but then like all night I'd be cool. But in the morning, you wake up, first thing you have to do, you feel it build up and you feel it. Like you feel like you feel it in your throat. Like you have to cough it up. Let your body reject that shit. Spit it out. For me, and I'm so grateful because before I was spitting up blood, I think I know what's causing the stomach bleeding. So the regimens have been adjusted. As far as aspirin, the radioiodine has been adjusted. But you know that's I think what caused it. That and also turmeric. My body's still sensitive, so and I took turmeric yesterday. And I was starting to start coughing up a little bit of blood, but not as much. It's not how it used to be. So right now I'm coughing up a lot of white opaque mucus. And yesterday morning was a lot of yellow too, just mucus. But my body's rejecting whatever's in there. The mornings it gets bad. So you first wake up, you have to get up and you feel it. So you have to go ahead and cough it up, get out the way. You feel nauseous. It's like, what the hell is going on? All of a sudden, the fever hits out of nowhere. You're like, what's happening? But I get heated up as I'm coughing up this stuff. My body's reacting. So for a good 20 minutes to an hour, you will cough up whatever's in your system. Let it happen. Do not swallow that shit. Don't keep it down. Eject it from your system. Do you hear me? So, after that, like even right now, I'm breathing easy. I'm cool. My eyes are still red as fuck. Even my doctor says something about that too. I know. It's another symptom. Yeah, I know I have it. Thanks, Dante. I'm not blaming you, but it's whatever. So now you understand. He has it worse than I do. It is very important that you guys, a few things here. It's very important that you guys eat healthy, drink healthy. When I say healthy, I mean boil some water, some tea with some lemons, some oranges, some orange peels, some raw honey. Do some ginger. It helps your breathing. It helps to keep your immune system up. I put orange peel in mine too. I put cinnamon in mine too to help work on my heart issue. Just something to keep you balanced. But keep your immune system up and stay away from processed foods and GMOs and fast foods. And yes, I know today is Taco Tuesday for drive-thru for Taco Bell. Don't do it. Another thing too, stay away from meats as much as you can. As far as red meat and pork. Or lamb, anything with a lot of grease. Build your immune system up. Some soups. Minimal chicken if you can. Vegetarian, vegan. It helps. I started out this morning, and it was harder than usual because I slept and I went to bed early, and plus my cycle started. Oh, for you females too. So there's like 3 people on my page now who have been diagnosed and have to be retested. What's going on? If you still have your cycle, make sure you take iron. I just started my cycle last night and it amplified shit 10 times 10. So I'm wondering if this morning, like usually I could sit there and get up and throw the phlegm up or cough the phlegm up and be cool. But this morning it stuck to me like it was like cement in my chest and my throat. That shit was not trying to come out. We were going at it. But take iron pills because your immune system is especially low right now. So iron pills on top of vitamin D, on top of taking a lot of natural things with vitamin C and build your immune system up. But you are susceptible even more during your period. I'm learning. And those symptoms we're having right now is 10 times 10. My body is aching. Oh my God. But I'm okay. I feel better. I love that warm concoction. It's very yum yum. Anyway, a couple things, you guys. I really do feel blessed because I will say that for my doctors, group of doctors I work with, but they work with me as far as my health condition, my primary care physician. I'm not sure about the cardiologist and the oncologist because it's a whole different culture and it's just another statistic. But I mean, my doctor takes very good care of me. I'll say it like that. They have been calling me every day and making sure that I'm cool. And today's meeting was very emotional and for both sides. And I love the love. And it feels like family. And I still have to wait for tomorrow to have that test. We're supposed to do it yesterday, but they rescheduled for reasons. And even regardless of your income, whatever's going on, they know that what I'm going through, they prescribe as far as stay your ass at home. They are bringing me stuff. But they're keeping careful watch over me. And I'm grateful. So I want you guys, I'm serious, a couple things too. When I had to pick up medications and still have to do some more today too. They're giving me everything, making sure I don't die. But when I see people in the street, even walking by, and I live in the hood, they don't give a fuck about social distancing. Like they think it's a joke until you actually feel it. And they see the fucking fire truck show up and the ambulance show up for me. I'm like, ooh. But you're still not paying attention. Like, we're trying to kill our people. Like, what the hell's going on? If you have a face mask, wear it. Not just to cover this bottom part down here. Cover up your whole motherfucking face. Because even when you breathing, projects about 6 feet of micro germs. Do you understand? Be more mindful and be mindful of even your kids and yourself. I would not have believed it until I experienced it myself. What else is there? Little big bro, I have an extra one of these. So, I'm serious about, you know what I'm saying? This is just a flashlight. So, this is yum yum. In case you have to walk outside in the dark, you know what I'm saying? Take the garbage out, what's going on. And say somebody walks up on you, you know, you can see what's going on. What's up? But then you can also, it works. Because see, what happened was, so you know where I live. And so there was one D-boy. I know all the D-boys were cool. Not like that. Just pass on by. They're always helping out. There's some good dudes. But one D-boy who's a big dude like my son. You know how big my son is. And so he was feeling himself that night. And he was like, what's up? What's in your hand? What's in your talk? I'm catching up with everybody before I go in the house. And he was like, I'm not scared of no damn taser. He was like, tase me. I was like, okay. So I tased him, and he was on the ground, he was wiggling, but he felt better after. But see, he asked me to do it, though, so it's not my fault, because I did what he asked me to do. I'm just being a good friend. But it's very effective. So if you need it for a raccoon or a deer or a water buffalo, it works. Come pick it up. If you come through, come with some air mask and some gloves. That's all I have to say. And I appreciate you checking on me. I hope you're well, too. And I'm just hoping I'm looking at those cameras. Yeah, your sister's throwing up a lot and coughing up shit. At least you know I'm not exaggerating. But it's coming out my system, though. Since this morning, the worst time is in the morning. It builds up in your chest, and you get up in the morning, it's all bad for about a good 20 minutes to an hour. After that, you breathe easier. My symptoms have subsided. You have small episodes here and there throughout the day, but it's starting to go down more and more. I'm breathing deep. But yeah, the morning is the worst time. As soon as you get up, and I overslept, that shit turned to cement this morning. I'm trying to get it out of my system, like it was fighting me. It was like, nah, bitch, I'm holding on. I was like, no, fuck you. But anyway, you guys, I want you guys to stay safe. I really am appreciative of the doctor's staff. And even as we support each other and some things just catch up on, it's fun if you can have personal conversations with your doctor and they have them back with you. And it's all upliftment and love and seeing how far I actually came. And I've been through a lot this year. You know, I never thought about it until my dad said it best. He's like, the normal person cannot survive what I survived. Most people try to kill themselves to just be done by them. Couldn't make it what we make it through. And I did not get until I had to live through it. And I'm still here. And still smiling. And still grateful. And still happy. When people expect me to be destroyed and fall apart, I came out even stronger. It's fun being a warrior. Again, let your enemies underestimate you. That'll be fun. So in the meantime, I send positive vibes out to everybody. Stay your ass at home. If you have to go out, cover your fucking face up. Cover your face up. It's easy. Not just for other people. Do it for you too. They think it's funny, but no, I'm actually living this shit right now. It's not fun. And no, I'm not a victim. I'm just a case study right now. But I feel better I'm studying how this thing goes because it's going in a pattern. Just stay loaded up on your immune system. Stay away from processed and junk foods. There's a reason, there's some shit that's going on that's even deeper beneath the surface, trying to understand that right now. Because we know this thing came from China, they have a motive. Come on, let's be real about it. Why are blacks the most hated? Between white supremacists, between Asians, even for how Middle Eastern countries look down on us. Why do they hate us so much? For what they do, like, it's never changed. It's like a continuous pattern. Stop. And it's sad because they've been through what we've been through, but for some. I'm watching this show of 90 Days Fiance or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm learning a lot. Usually I don't get sucked into reality TV shows. Like for watching Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives of Atlanta, certain shows, it just teaches you or confirms why I don't fuck with people and it will make your marriage fall apart and shit that goes down. But for this right here, I'm learning all the things I went through before with thirsty ass old white guy gonna sit there and holler at a chick and get the younger, you know what I'm saying, living their best life and being midlife crisis. The dishonest and those who are looking for love versus looking for help. It does not deter or stop the show of me. I will find a mate. And I talked about that with my therapist today, that, you know, I invested so much time and energy and money into Dante. This is not what I signed up for. Again, false advertisement, because what they sit there and advertise at first is not what they really are. But it's my fault because I keep allowing that person to come back in. Even for the last time I saw him, the Friday before last, as he took away about $400 of my money because trying to help him. I'm always helping everybody else, but let me ever need something, he's never there. But why do we keep settling for the things we're used to? Even for my therapist said today, too, and I agree with her, is I'm so used to, if I say the word no, you're used to being attacked, ridiculed, guilt tripped, whatever else, you're used to being the yes girl. My journey now is reinforcing the word no. This is not okay. And set your boundaries. And as many know, even offline, who have met baby daddy too, or Dante, that he's a boundary stepper. She asked me, she's like, how do you feel about him being sick right now? And I don't really, I mean, honestly, I'm praying for him. But I'm not worrying, because everything I warned him not to do, he did anyway. And I got tired of him overstepping my boundaries, so he's getting the consequences of his actions. And what I'm going through too, it's my fault because I kept allowing this man to come in. So knowing that he's exposed to the elements, and he's telling me one thing, and I'm telling you, no, it's not cool, but he has a way of overstepping boundaries always, all up in your face, and saying one thing, let him live his own consequences. I do not have any type of sympathy for his situation. Like, you earned the ass whipping. It's not to be mean. It's just the fact that, you know, I try to tell you, bruh. For him, I wish him the best, but he's never gonna get the memo. I can never mess with him again. And I've said that before, but every time we interact, it gets stronger and stronger with confirmation. Your road may not be easy because I'm breaking a bad pattern right now. I'm breaking being the accommodator and always the lifesaver and being the BFF. The hardest thing I had to do, honestly, was to block him from all my numbers. Some of you guys know who I have. Google Voice, I have about like 7, 8, 9 different numbers. And he'll try to reach out to everyone when he wants or needs something. But to block him and not want to check on him, make sure he's okay. Because last time I saw him, he looked awful. And then I come to find out that he is diagnosed and he is sick. I'm not calling to say, hi, friend, how are you doing, and whatever else. I'd rather go to this phase of disassociation and cutting that part off. Because the pain does go away. For this part, I'll forget about him in another month or so. Day by day, it gets easier. I'm holding on to the hurt because I invested so much time and energy and money into this person who did not do the same for me. And I'm in a process of breaking bad patterns. I'm not ready to date, even though it'd be nice to hang out, you know what I'm saying, do something. But I'm still in the process of healing. I talked to my therapist about that too, because she, my primary care physician, the medical assistant, the whole office has met Dante. And they don't like him because they saw the stress he brought me. Tammy does not cry. Tammy does not sit there and have panic attacks out of nowhere. And it's funny because at one point, he had me so stressed out that I was on Paxil, or an anxiety pill. And when he left my life, I didn't need it. And I feel better without it. I don't need it. It was just him. what's that saying go? It's sometimes just you're not depressed. Make sure you're not depressed. Just make sure you're not surrounded by assholes. That was an asshole. Now let that go on too long. And so as it's going on almost week 2 now, and he has a pattern because he'll give me time to cool off, and regardless of his health situation, he always comes back. He mentions he's addicted. I have cut off everything. I need him to stay gone. So my biggest thing is not to open up that door again. You can forgive, but you never forget. And no more empathy or sympathy. So anyway, you guys, I am doing okay. I feel good. I am having flu-ish-like symptoms still. It's not as bad as it was this morning. The morning times are the worst with this virus. Whatever you have in your chest and you feel in your throat, cough that shit up, blow your nose, keep your hands clean, drink lots of hot fluids, stay away from sodas and processed foods and GMOs. And you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys have a good day.